everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we are back for another brand new video. The mood's been lifted, lads. As you can tell by that deliciously clickbaity title, we are here to recap the win. Before we actually get into today's recap, I just want to give Tony Wilson at Toblerone77 a wee message. His wife is in intensive care and he's basically been a loyal subscriber for a very long time. So I just wanted to give him a wee shout out and say the whole nation is thinking of you, buddy, and I hope your wife gets a speedy recovery. On to the actual game itself. Now, it started off like we always do, seems to be lately really poor. Can I just be honest? Yes, it's 3-1 and we're going to be having a bit of fun and a wee bit of back and forth banter with this, but it was a very poor game for about 80 minutes. There was about 10 minute spell in that second half where it actually turned on and looked like a good match. But the rest of the game was Jesus H Christ, it was terrible. Like, we couldn't even string 3 passes together. Hearts couldn't string 2 passes together. Let's talk about one moment of quality from Hearts, and it was Kyle Lafferty with just an Eriksson-esque free kick. I mean, Coutinho, Eriksson, Willian, they would all be jealous of that, and I've never seen him do that before. Can somebody tell me if he's ever scored a free kick before? That was just how it was. It wasn't even that it was in the top bin. It was like it curled like this, and it actually hit the inside of the top bin. I was like, and it just kind of summed up. Fair play, I mean, didn't celebrate, but to be honest with you, that made me even more angry because I was like, really? You're not going to celebrate, but you're going to put it in the top bin, eh? Oh, aye, thanks, Kyle, thanks. After that, we buckled really badly. If I'm being honest with you, they should have scored another 2 goals. They were through on goal. It got in between Danny Wilson and Ross McCrory. They got in between there, but it was a smart save by Fods and another chance here that they had. Moving on to the referee decision again. I'm not going to try and blight the video with this, but that's another decision. Every game in the last, what's it, 4 weeks, and you can go back to the Hearts game where they got a goal incorrectly ruled offside, and then you go against the Hibs game where Jack got sent off for nothing. It's another decision, and it's blighting. It's blighting our campaign. The goalkeeper comes out, hits Baffy's hands. 1, 2. That's 2. 2 hands outside the box. Yellow card if there's a defender in behind him, or if he's not, which he didn't, it should have been a red card. So the goalkeeper should have been red carded. To be fair to the referee, he looked over to his linesman and was like, "Is it?" And the linesman waved it off. So I suppose you can't really argue. At least the referee looked at it. But come on, the referee's got to get. I'm trying to play it down the middle, but it was so obvious it was a red card. It was literally, you saw the ball bounce, it went bing, bing, bounce, bounce, left, right. Obviously it hit his hands, or what else would it have hit to make it bounce? That was the only other bad bit, and I was really furious at that. But thankfully, a couple of minutes later, we do chip in with a goal. Some nice work there from Morelos. I refuse to call him his proper name until he scores. He does some nice work holding off Berra, which isn't like a easy sort of task to do. Slips the ball in. Kenny Miller gets a deflection off Sooty. The ball goes in. I don't care. And we end up equalising. Now, before the actual equaliser, we looked really poor. I thought Kenny Miller was having a pretty poor game. I know, I'll get there, didn't I? Like, he overhit a couple of his passes, but that's just rust because he's not played in so long. But he showed his clinical finish when he needed to, and we ended up equalising. You could argue that it was unfair, but you look at that red card, for me personally, that evens it all up. So we've got into half time. It's now it's 1-1, sorry. And I'm just thinking, right, this could be it. We could go out here, but we started off slow again, and Hearts kind of grew into the game right off the second half. But then it just kind of changed on a dime. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was like Holt's inspiration, because I thought he was absolutely fantastic tonight. But the man that always seems to step up with a beautiful cross. How many times have we said that this season? Tavernier, dynamite cross right into the box. Kenny Miller reads it perfectly. Kenny Miller at that point had started to drift to left mid, but I don't know. It was obviously his instincts and experience. He cut into the centre. It was a really good run if you go back and look at it. The way he kind of drifted in from the left into the middle, and he's just there to absolutely bang it in the net. Clinical finish from the experienced King Kenny. It might be a leak. He might have flopped all season, you can argue, everything like that. I'm sure he's well. A lot of you guys, I even said he shouldn't play again, the way like his agent and that was talking, and the way it kind of appeared that he was fighting against the team. But I don't care. If he's coming in and putting his performances in, we can wipe all that away. There's a fresh manager, it's a fresh start, and he's buying 2 goals and an assist. So for me, I'm going to stand up and say, yes, I called him mince. He did flop all season, so I got that right. So didn't even go there. I said he shouldn't play again, the way that his agent was talking up and against the team, especially when we're coming up to a semi-final. They were kind of like attacking the team, which I didn't really like. But I can be man enough to say he's came in, he scored 2 goals and an assist. Fresh manager, fresh start for Kenny Miller, so I'm going to give him a fresh start as well. Thumbs up for the King. Definitely deserved it, and he just looked phenomenal. Can we talk about the 3rd goal? It was Joshua Windass, my man. I take Pellers every single recap because I absolutely stick up for him all the time, and he showed his genuine quality. He started to, in the second half. He kind of drifted up front with Morelos because Kenny Miller drifted to the left, and I didn't really like it. But it kind of showed dividends because he was on the right hand side. A wonderful, wonderful pass by Kenny Miller outside of the foot, 30-yard pass, drifted right in into Windass, cuts inside, buries it with his left foot, and his celebration showed that he feels the frustration that you guys have for him, like the fans, even me, sorry, we have towards him, because he has got the quality and he knows he has, and he's just celebration. He took his shot off and he was like, I feel it to bang, free, and he almost scored just after that as well. But that's basically the game. Morelos kind of like falling all about the place and everything, like kind of wrestling with defenders. I'm getting a wee bit frustrated with him because I'm worried that he's kind of getting down like this like Waghorn sort of route where he's working hard, and I love it. Like Waghorn, Joey Garner, they all done the same, but he needs to start scoring on the goals because I'm still getting pelters in that SPFL. But every game he doesn't score, I'm getting pelters for people saying because I picked him over Dembele. So I wish he'd help me out because it's getting rough out there. So he missed a one-on-one again, but he done tremendous work in that first goal, so you can't really complain. But I want to talk about the man in the midfield that really stuck out to me, and that was Jason Holt. Again, holding my hands up, I'm man enough to do it. I didn't think he was good enough to break into the midfield between Dorrance and Jack. I thought that was your midfield done. Now, it's looking like who's coming in, Jack or Dorrance, to play with Holt. Because Holt's been absolutely outstanding in the last 3 games. And again, he showed it. He's got so much pace. He's like, he runs after everything. His stamina's tremendous. Great engine. He's everywhere on the park. But I like his partnership with Jack, because Jack, I don't think he needs to do too much. I know he did win the ball high forward and put Candeas through, who messed up his through ball, which could have been a goal. That was like the only thing Jack done offensively to help the team. But I like that Holt just runs about and Jack can just stay back there and sit on the defence, because I think when they got that chemistry right, it looked really solid, and I think that's a potential partnership for the future. It's actually Dorrance and Jack now fighting for their place to play with Holt. Who would have said that a couple of weeks ago? Certainly not me. So that was basically the game, lads. It was a fantastic win. I'm just happy we get the 3 points. Graham Murty, there's Rocky, he loved it. Missing Bruno. Speaking of Bruno, Danny Wilson filled in alongside Ross McCrory, which is just weird to say. And to be honest with you, I can't really think anything Windass done, Wilson done wrong. I thought his distribution with him and McCrory, we played the ball very comfortably. Like Cardozo's kind of known for a dodgy pass. Bruno Alves, I can't even diss him for that. He's got a fantastic range of distribution. But I thought Wilson and McCrory actually looked pretty good. So if Bruno Alves is suspended, if Cardozo's out for a longer period of time, I'm completely fine. They look good. Scottish youngsters, give them a chance. Pretty happy with that. Rocky's not happy whenever you drop Bruno. So, sorry, Rocky. Bruno can play. Bruno can play. So yeah, that's basically the game. It finished 3-1. Let's get to the sponsor break, and we'll jump over to your tweets. 3, 2, 1. First win under Murty. Sponsor break. And we are back. You guys have been absolutely killing it with likes these last 3 or 4 days, and it actually shows. If you go back and look at the channel, we're now over 10,300 subs. So yes, help the channel out, help the nation, help us all out. Smash the like button, drop a comment, and let me know how you're feeling after that 3-1 win. Now let's read Twitter's thoughts. Now it's still got 45 minutes to go, lads. Getting this way, it's only been up for 15 minutes. It's got 217 votes, and the 4 players that I picked for the man of the match, I might be wrong, but you guys will let me know down below. I went with Ross McCrory, Ryan Jack, Holt and Miller. That was my 4 that I picked for the standouts. Jack got 4% of the votes, McCrory got 9%, Holt only got 26% of the votes, Kenny Miller got 16%. I can understand 2 goals and assists, but you need to look at that game. If Holt isn't in that midfield, I can pretty much guarantee we didn't win that game, because he won so many balls, he was chased everything down, he put a lot of pressure on every single Hearts player. So I'm going to override the poll, and I'm going to say Jason Holt should be man of the match, and that's no diss at Kenny Miller, but yeah. Do what I want, mate. Siege over 92. Subscribe. Ben McKinnell. I think that's right. Ben McNeil. I forgot it. Kenny Miller showing Hearts. He's the effing king. I love it. Then they're talking about that because he spelled a few things wrong. I do typos, mate. It's fine. Andy Wilson. Didn't watch the game, but everyone is saying either Holt or Miller, so I picked Holt. Jordan Smith. The king was class. Good free kick from Laugh, though, but a way to live a game after a good performance and a good 3 points. Brian Haston chips in with Murty in. Dylan Sharkley, I'll give it to Miller. Got 2 goals in his first game back. Holt did fantastic in the midfield with Jack. Yeah, I agree. The partnership was pretty good. When hopefully it stays that way. Agreed. I'd pick the same 11. Reward them. Instead of rewarding people that doesn't play well, playing every week, like when we lose, playing the same team, keep this team. Play them the next game. Reward winning. And it spreads to the players. If you're, it's like a mindset. If you're losing every week, but you're playing, you just didn't care. If it's the same 11, if we're winning, keep the same. If it ain't broke, then fix it. Classic. Ross Watson, see if he mentions Wallace, I swear to God. He went, Jack and Holt controlled the midfield, great goals as well. Also a special mention to Wilson, thought he was good. Yeah, me too, mate. Definitely. Rocky's farted and he's been eating pepperami. Wow, that is bad. Jesus Christ. Sorry, Rocky, I've embarrassed you. David Toner, wow, my eyes are literally, eyes are literally running. Oh, Jesus. King Kenny got it. David Toner chips him with King Kenny, get in, yes. Man U winning as well, happy days. Ruin it. Stevie Brown, Kenny will win, but I thought Jack was great, and that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm sure Kenny Miller will absolutely steamroll the poll, but I'm going to give it to Holt. Who do you guys give it on the YouTube verse? Make sure you get involved down below. I've been Siege Over 92. That's been Rocky Boy Johnson. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.